lowdown from the sidelines, and we've got David Aldridge there for them. David, good evening.
Well, the writing was on the wall for the end of the grit and grind era in Memphis. So Mike Conley, the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points, assists, three-pointers, and games played, knew it was time for him to part ways with the organization. In joining Utah, Conley is on a team with a chance to once again compete deep into the playoffs. Kevin, he's a significant upgrade for the Jazz.
You're right, D.A., a big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And here's a look at some numbers for Morris.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. Conley kicks to Ingles. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Just 4 to shoot. 18 feet out. And it's Beverly missing. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Outside Conley. Mitchell with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. Offline with his 3. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Here's Gobert. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Shoots over Zubac. Another miss by Utah. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
George against Conley. Pass to Mitchell. The Clippers grab the miss. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, Greg, you cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Zubac. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The passing skills of Paul George are simply impressive. This guy is terrific at realizing when he needs to give it up.
A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at, and what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
to see some numbers for Leonard. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging around 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Conley for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell against George. Mitchell wide open. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The Jazz second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
On offense, here are the Clippers. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Beverly finds George. Buries it down low.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. O'Neal misses. Clippers leading by 11. George looking around. The pass to Zubac. O'Neal against Leonard. Oh, Leonard in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Utah calls timeout. Doris, you can't say enough about the defense of Paul George. I mean, he is absolutely terrific on that end of the floor.
That is in addition to being an all-NBA level offensive performer. So you think about what Paul George brings on the defensive end. The on-ball defense is incredible. He knows when to help off on drives. This guy is easily one of the best defenders at his position, if not the best.
A look at Rudy Gobert here. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. First in shooting percentage, 4th in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Conley with the 3, trains the three-pointer.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. On the wing, George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Beverly against Conley. Mitchell looking it over. And that one is off. Excellent D there from George.
This is a quarter he'd rather. Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And he banks in the layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's Conley penetrating. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. An even 3-on-3 break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Mitchell kicks to Conley. Clock at 4. Pass to O'Neal. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George up top. He's covered by Clarkson. George dishes to Morris. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Clarkson finds Conley with the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Conley's got 5 now.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Williams passes to Leonard. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Clarkson passes to Niang. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to Conley. 3-pointer. Morris with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Pass to Conley. Here's Niang. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. George, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They are thrilling. I would agree. And the Jazz with some changes. Davis comes in for O'Neal, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And then for Los Angeles, Landry Shamet's checked in for Marcus Morris, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Jackson. He had 16 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 16.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Niang. He's covered by Shamet. And Gobert kicks to Moutier. Clarkson on the wing. Shot clock at 5. They get the rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
Green passes to Leonard. Williams against Moutier. They grab their own miss. And it's Leonard missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Off target from 3-point range.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Green breaking loose. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
Out to the right wing. Here's Moutier, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Clippers leading by 22. In the corner, Shamet with it. And the three off target. Here's Niang, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. With 1 on the clock. No good there. We're at the end of the first quarter. And what a blowout already in this one. The Clippers on top, delivering the blowout. And will return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Clippers leading by 20. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Davis. And it's Niang in at the small forward.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And the first one drops. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Jackson against Moutier. A floater. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Hey, yo, right here.
Unloads from 13, and it's Leonard missing.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Moutier, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Williams' shot is off. Jazz trail by 21. Now here's Moutier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Clarkson. Gobert in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
Williams against Clarkson. Moutier dishes to Gobert. Moutier looking around, and there's the pass to Niang. Over Green. Money from the wing. Niang's got 6.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Clarkson. The shot by Williams, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Not going to go that time, so Utah will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Down low. Here's Davis. Here's Gobert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for George Niang. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Clarkson. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Moutier. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. And Doris especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
Here's Moutier. Trying to get open is Davis. And the rejection by Zubac. A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in for Moutier. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. And George is subbed in for Landry Shamet. 2 on the clock. Ingles. Another miss by Utah.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Near the 3-point line, it's Morris. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell outside. Over Beverly. Another miss by Utah.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
See, Joe Ingles doesn't blow you away with physical strength. It's his craftiness that makes him effective, especially scoring through contact.
Outside Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The 3 from George. Ingles with the rebound. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Conley, the pass to Davis. Jackson against Conley. Mitchell up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the rejection by Zubats. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers leading by 19. Jackson looking around. Rebounded by the Jazz. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. O'Neal with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Mitchell against Beverly. 5 to shoot. And it's Mitchell missing.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley, he never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference. But make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
For Utah, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Conley. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
No good on the second free throw.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Passes it to Mitchell. Jackson against Conley. Mitchell outside. The dish to Davis. Fires from deep. Conley's shot is off.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Right side Jackson. Pass to Zubats. Great D that time from Davis.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
O'Neal against George. Back to Conley. Shoots it up. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles leading by 22 from about 19 feet. That's good for George on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 3 assists tonight. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Conley dishes to Mitchell. 1:10 left here in the second.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And Beverly kicks to George. 18 feet out. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Mitchell missing.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
The feed to George. Stolen by O'Neal. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. Finished off the break. Conley's got 8 points.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Jackson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Here's Mitchell. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's just a great defensive effort there by Beverly. He is all hustle.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Clippers on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
My brother.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Utah is shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Pass to Gobert. Conley feeling it out. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. To the inside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seated. And it's in there.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum. Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. George with the defensive effort.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Back to Leonard. Can he keep it going? Another one falls for the Clippers.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Beverly against Conley. Trying to get open is Davis. The putback. And another shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him Shirt Off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
That free throw missing. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players.
No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Here's Moutier. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
The Clippers have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Williams passes to Morris. On the wing, Green. Back to Morris. Clock at 6. Williams from outside, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Clarkson against Green. Gobert makes it off the glass. Gobert's got 7.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. It's stolen by Moutier. Lays it in off the breakaway. And here is Williams. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Green. Back to Williams. Pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. Good. And it's Williams who picks up the assist. 35 points for Leonard.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Clarkson finds Moutier. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
He had a nice open look right there. He's got 5.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
High arcing shot. Moutier, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Shannon, and that one good from Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Bounce pass from Shannon. Here's Leonard. The shot comes out, and it's Utah the other way. Here's Clarkson, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the Clippers get called for the foul. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
2.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Ed Davis. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Outside Leonard. Back to Williams. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
That one good for 2. And that's now 37 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Mudiay dishes to Gobert. He kicks it to Clarkson. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I gotta believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in for Williams. That free throw good from Shamet. The Jazz have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Nice shot by Gobert.
What a boost when Rudy Gobert is this efficient on the offensive end. Such a smart basketball player.
Here's Jackson. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. The pass to Leonard. And that one drops for him. Leonard's got 39.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Niang. He's covered by Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
3 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Jackson kicks to Green. He dishes it to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Passes it to Jackson. Here's the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Conley against Jackson. Gobert can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Clarkson. He's got 11. Conley kicks to Clarkson. Aston Yang. Back to Clarkson. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Beverly's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Conley left side.
Clearly a foul.
The Jazz have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Free throw good, Conley. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Conley drops them both. The deep 3 from George. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Williams-Goss. Bradley is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Tucker in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Bradley can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting a smooth 58% from the field.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Bradley. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Here's George in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
Let's go. It's rebounded by Noah.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. George, no good. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Tucker. George with the defensive effort.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pulls up for 3. Good on the triple. Magruder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Williams-Goss. The Jazz with another miss.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They can't stop the run with that one. The Clippers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's Williams-Goss, defended by George. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And here's Ingles outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's George missing. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Kicks to Tucker. Passes it to Williams-Goss. Dishes to Bradley. From the arc. The Jazz with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Pass to Patterson. Now the dish to George. Back to Patterson. 4 on the clock. The shot misses. Bradley with some nice D. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Here's Williams-Goss. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game. Minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
And he knocks down the first one. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Lets it go from 14. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Jazz shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Williams-Goss misses.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Noah doesn't go that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Right wing. Tucker can't get it to go.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Here's Williams. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
One shot.
Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, the undrafted Rodney Magruder, Greg, has earned his way into the NBA.
It was 25 by the time of Magruder's rookie season. Has spent some time overseas and in the G League, but he's improved his game and has kind of carved out a spot here in the league.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Williams Goss, the pass to Bradley. Oni trying to get open as Davis softly drops in the floater.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Magruder. Feeds it to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Tucker. Now here's Bradley. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mann. Rebounded by Tucker. Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And they pick up 2.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
The Clippers have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. On the wing, Williams. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Williams has gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. Tucker finds Bradley. Here's Williams Goss. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Magruder. The pass to Williams. No good on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Tucker. Noah against Bradley. Here's Williams Goss. Offensive rebound. Bradley can't get it to go. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Noah with the block.
Well, this is a guy who has great wingspan and has an ability to get to shots others can't.
Pass to man. Now Williams. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Williams-Goss inside. Bradley can't get it to go. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.